What's up guys, it's your girl FrumpyFit, and if you don't know who I am, I'm an online weight loss coach that's dedicated to calling out all the BS in the fitness industry and providing you with accurate fitness, nutrition, and weight loss information. Before we get started today, I'm at 16,000 subscribers. Like, what? That's crazy to me. And I just want to say thank you so much for all the support you guys have been showing me. Like, my heart is so full. I was gonna do a 10K giveaway, but that is gone. That's gone. So instead I'm gonna do a 20K giveaway, and I'll probably be announcing that in next week's video, hoping that we hit 20K. I'm planning to give away some free consultation calls. So you'll be able to sit down with me one-on-one on a video call and ask me any question that you want. And if you don't really want to wait until the giveaway, I do already offer consultations for a pretty affordable price. So if you haven't already, please subscribe so we can get to 20K and I can give away those consultations. But let's just go ahead and jump into the video. Today I'm reacting to a how I lost weight video that popped up on my YouTube homepage, and I could not believe it had 1.3 million views in 2 months. So the video is by Claudia Sulewski. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. She has 2.3 million subscribers, but still the weight loss video has a significantly higher amount of views than the rest of her most recent videos. So there's something going on in this video and I want to know what it is. I'm gonna put her video right here on screen so you guys can watch it with me, and let's just jump right in.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I was reading a bunch of your guys' comments on my last video, and I was so happy to hear that my videos are helping to distract you a little bit and bring some sort of light to your days.
I'm already getting such good vibes from her. She seems like such a sweet person, and I'm also feeling slightly intimidated because her interior decorating is on point. I'm feeling real insecure about my single aloe vera plant here in the background, to be honest.
We are making a video that you guys have been asking for. How I lost the weight, how I toned up, and what are some tips that you have. Beauty and self-confidence just goes so much deeper than how you look on the outside. It is so much about how you feel in your body and feeling comfortable in your skin. I don't want this video to feel like this is what I looked before and that was bad and that wasn't beautiful and this is what I look like now. Both versions of myself are beautiful. I want to talk about this shift of mentality and then also just simply what I did to lose the weight. Let's jump back, okay? I never got super obsessive with one certain thing, but I always was fluctuating in my weight and constantly going through phases, and the reason why nothing ever stuck is because it either was unattainable for just a daily lifestyle or I started it for the wrong reasons. Back in high school, I tried calorie counting for 2 weeks. If I reached my daily limit in calories, I would go out for a run to try to set it back to neutral, which is just not the way that bodies and health work at all.
So I mentioned calories a lot on my channel, and I mentioned a calorie deficit a lot, and I've been noticing, and I'm planning to make a video addressing it, but I've been noticing that people are assuming that because I talk about calories, they have to count their calories in order to achieve weight loss, and that's not true. I do use calorie counting with my clients, I use calorie counting with myself, but it is not right for everyone. And so if you have the mindset that she had, where she ran out of calories to eat for the day, so she exercised so that she could eat more, that's not a healthy mindset to have about that situation. So if you're experiencing thoughts like that, or it's leading to behavior like that, you should probably not be engaging in calorie counting.
I would force myself to do some of these workout classes that just either kind of did nothing for my body or I really just did not enjoy doing. The biggest difference for me is just mentally, how I viewed all of this and how I treated my body. It makes me sad thinking back on it. I think around spring 2018, I was probably my heaviest. I was about 18 pounds heavier than I am right now. Growing up online and being in the public eye totally messed with my concept of self-image. The only reason I say this stuff is because I was always too afraid to admit that. I would try so hard to preach this healthy lifestyle and self-confidence and stuff, when inside I felt like a fraud because I didn't know how to love myself yet.
That is a super good point. Influencers in general, but also people in the fitness industry who people are looking up to and calling their body goals, those people don't always love themselves. And what is the point of having this amazing body if you don't actually feel confident in yourself, if you don't actually love yourself? I love that she's starting the video with mindset, because that's what's missing in the fitness industry. I have a signature program called the Fit and Free Intensive, and it's based off of this pyramid that I made because I noticed that You can do all the stuff above, but if you don't have the foundation down, it doesn't matter. Like, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to get those long-term results and like actually love your life. So I totally agree with her. Mindset is so important, like the most important thing on your weight loss journey.
Let's get into the details. Let's get nitty and gritty. How did I lose the weight? Nothing about what I'm gonna say is fast or cutting corners or quick cheats on how to drop 20 pounds in a month. It took me 1.5 years to get to where I am right now.
I love her. Could we make her in charge of the fitness industry? And I love that she said it took 18 months. I had a similar weight loss journey. I posted the transformation on TikTok and somebody commented and they said, why did it take you so long? These photos are 1 year apart exactly. So to hear someone say like, well, why didn't you do it faster? Just really illustrates like the problem around people's mindset with weight loss. It's not about losing the weight as quickly as possible. So when you take your time with weight loss and you go really slow, not only is it healthier for your body, you're way more likely to keep those results long term because you're not drastically changing your lifestyle in order to get those results. With my clients and with myself, losing 0.5 pound per week is like amazing progress. Like, I'm so happy with that. And my clients were all able to enjoy all of their favorite foods. I did client check-ins a couple days ago, and one of the celebrations my client has was she lost 1 pound and got to enjoy all her favorite desserts that week. Like, that's what happens when you take things slow. Yes, you can achieve the weight loss much faster, but at what cost? And is it really important to lose it that quickly?
Tip number 1, if you are going to change anything about the way that you are currently eating, your diet, whatever you want to call it, take it slow.
Have I mentioned that I love her? Have I said that yet?
Patient with yourself. Don't try to cut out 1,000,000 things. Take one improvement that you want to work on and focus on that one thing and see how you feel. The first thing that I changed is I really cut back on my alcohol intake. Summer of 2018, your girl was partying, going out on weekends, taking her tequila shots, all of those Moscow mules and cocktails and shots and mixed drinks, all of that adds up. At this point, we definitely drink wine here and there. I would say I have like a glass of wine once a week, once every 2 weeks. I really wanted to try out taking dairy and red meat out of my diet. Both of those food categories just never sat well in my stomach. Dairy would just break me out and make me gassy. And so those kind of slowly left the chat. Those were like the only 3 things that I cut out. I never stopped cutting out sugar. I never cut down on my fats or my carbs or anything like that.
Okay. So notice how she said she cut back on alcohol, not cut it out completely. I do have a video about how you can manage drinking alcohol and have it not derail your weight loss progress. But it is true, alcohol does have a ton of calories. Moderation is the key with everything. And you guys know that I'm an all foods fits type of person. I also have a video going over whether or not you should cut out certain foods from your diet. And one of the reasons is because you have a negative physical reaction to that food. So she cut out red meat and dairy because she noticed that red meat and dairy weren't reacting with her body well. I literally can't say enough good things about everything that she's saying.
So let's talk about fitness. Being active is very important. I think when it comes to toning up and strengthening your body, it is very, like, you gotta be active. You can't build up muscle without doing something. I think the secret to it all is just finding out what you enjoy doing.
So let's first talk about her tone up comments. I think she has a very good understanding of what toning up really looks like, because people in the fitness industry, like fitness professionals, tend to like cringe at the word tone because like, what does that mean? Like, there's losing fat and there's gaining muscle. And I think most women who say they want to tone up don't realize how much muscle gain is likely going to be involved for the look that they're trying to achieve. A lot of women are afraid of that and they shouldn't be. Second of all, this is such a huge thing that she just said. The key is finding something that you enjoy. That's a part of my programming with my clients. I'm like, what can you do for fun? One of my clients right now just got into roller skating and she's like super into it and having a blast. And it's like, that counts as exercise and it's super fun. Being active should be an enjoyable experience. And yes, we want to include some form of resistance training for the whole toning aspect and the health benefits of strength training and strengthening our muscles. So hopefully you can find physical activity that has that benefit of resistance training. But other than that, any type of movement that you can think of, like before this whole quarantine situation happened, I was going to dance classes like 2 to 3 times a week. And that burns so many calories. I wasn't even going because I wanted to burn calories. I was going because I genuinely love dancing. It's like the most fun thing I could ever think of. This girl is literally nailing every single important part of weight loss, and she's not talking about any of that extra fluff that the fitness industry tries to convince you is actually important. This is what's important, not all that other random stuff. Let's keep watching. I'm so excited.
Because it won't feel like an obligation or a chore that you have to do. A couple of my friends got really into hot Pilates. Now, this was a game changer for me. Hot Pilates taught me that I am really into doing workouts that are based on my body weight, so not using any sort of crazy weights, not using any crazy equipment.
I want to comment on this before we keep going. I see people who are like very stereotypical, like fitnessy, bro-y people who are like, yoga and Pilates and body weight movements don't count as resistance training. I don't know if I'm gonna get disowned from like the bodybuilding, weightlifting community for saying this, but I totally consider yoga and body weight exercises and Pilates to be resistance training. I think that totally checks off the resistance training box, like 100%.
Right now I'm in a different phase. We now have a dog, so we walk in the mornings, we take hikes that run for at least an hour long.
I love that she said she's in a different phase. Your life changes. The same thing isn't gonna continue working for you for the rest of your life. So it's okay to adapt, it's okay to change. It's okay to have different goals at different seasons in your life. I used to be super into bodybuilding and weightlifting. I've done 2 bodybuilding competitions, like that was my jam. Like it was totally perfect for me at that time. Now, I would much rather focus on my flexibility, my mobility, my endurance, because those things are more enjoyable to me now. I still love weight training, but I've scaled way back on it because I'm out of that phase in my life at this point. And that doesn't mean I'll never do it again, but as of right now, it's not a priority. Go with the flow, like enjoy your life for what's happening now and what your body needs right now.
So cutting out those 3 things taught me to listen to my body in a way that I never realized I could. At the end of the day, whatever works for you might totally not work for someone else. There are so many different diets and lifestyles that work for people and work for their schedules.
Absolutely yes to everything she just said. Body awareness and general mindfulness is such a game changer. I know so many people who just like don't pay attention to what they're eating or how it makes them feel. Developing body awareness is a skill that is just, it'll serve you for the rest of your life. Also, she's totally right about it being different for everybody. A calorie deficit is like the physiological like mechanism and energy balance that's required for weight loss to occur. But her lifestyle that she developed, that she's explaining in this video, caused her to be in a calorie deficit whether she knew it or not. That's why it's so important to pick lifestyle changes, diet changes, exercise changes that you actually like, because the actual way that you get there isn't set in stone. You can try so many different things, and it's about finding what works best for you and actually gets that result that you're looking for.
My next tip is to figure out what you like that's healthy and good for you and brings nutrition into your body, and stick with it. If you don't like Brussels sprouts, do not force yourself to eat Brussels sprouts.
She's nailing it, totally nailing it. If you don't like a certain food, you don't have to eat it. Like, yes, you want to make sure that your nutrition is being taken care of. You're getting enough vitamins and minerals in your diet. Basically, don't feel like you have to eat a certain food and don't feel like you have to eliminate a certain food. It should be specific to you.
When it comes to indulging yourself in any sort of dessert or something that you know is not bringing any sort of nutritional value to you, but it's bringing you joy and happiness, which is sometimes on the same level. If you have a craving, go satisfy it. When it comes to that stuff,
so I think that food serves 3 different purposes: health, fuel, and enjoyment. They are all equally important. I think we think of food as serving our physical health only, but what about our mental health? Like saying no and never going out with friends because you're afraid of what to eat, or feeling guilt and shame while you're eating food, that messes with your mental health. That's not healthy either. Acknowledging that food is there also for enjoyment and allowing that to happen in your life is so important. Oh my God.
I'm so sorry if you were hoping that I would go through every single thing that I eat and don't do, but
don't apologize, Claudia. This was the best video I've ever seen. Don't apologize.
But I personally don't want to live a life that is so focused on what I'm putting in my mouth and what I am doing every single day, because I've been there and I've been that obsessive and it doesn't make me happy. I guess I've never approached the way that I ate in that way, which is sort of like, oh, this one thing made me feel really good. Well, yeah, so I'm not gonna drink alcohol every single weekend. What if I cut out this thing? Wow, that makes me feel so much better too.
I love what she's saying about she just tried things to see how she responded to them personally. Like, I drill this into my clients on a regular basis. Like, this is practice. I don't expect perfection. We're figuring it out as we go, and you are practicing for the rest of your life. It's not that serious. Let go of the control and the expectations and be patient and try new things and see what works best for you. Experiment on yourself and have fun with it. Have fun discovering what's going to work for you in a way that you can actually still enjoy and love your life.
There's so many reasons why taking care of your health is so important, and I feel like it just goes way bigger and beyond than just aesthetically how you look. All these workouts and all these little things, they all add up, and I personally just want to set myself up for a healthy future. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys for a new one very soon.
I did enjoy today's video. Oh, I'm so happy that YouTube recommended this video to me, and I hope that it's recommending this video to more people that need to see it. Like, there was zero BS. I've never seen a video this free of BS before, and when it comes to weight loss. Like, she showed some pictures of her body, but not very many. It wasn't about a comparison between her before and after. Like, she obviously is so happy, like you can see it. Like, that's what you should look up to, is how someone feels about themselves and how they treat their body. Not what their body looks like, not how much they weigh. I know throughout the editing process, I'm probably gonna have to cut out a lot of her video just so that mine isn't like insanely long. So please go check out her video. As usual, thank you so much for watching. Thank you again for all the support you've been showing me. Come back to next week's video. Hopefully we're gonna be doing the giveaway of the free consultations. And don't forget to also follow me on Instagram and follow me on TikTok. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in next week's video. Okay, bye.